'Cause this is my legacy. This is my legacy.
Hi, Shalom. Welcome to Legacy.tv. This is a short story from Persecuted Church around the world. Before his conversion, Chang Shen had been known as a gambler, womanizer, and thief. When he was stricken blind in midlife, neighbors said it was the judgment of the gods for his evil doings. In 1886, Chang traveled hundreds of miles to a missionary hospital where people were receiving sight. His eyesight was partially restored, and he also heard about Christ for the first time. Never had a patient who received the gospel with such joy, reported the doctor. When Chang asked to be baptized, missionary James Webster replied, "Go home, tell your neighbors that you have changed. If you are still following Jesus when I visit you later, then I will baptize you." 5 months later, Webster arrived and found hundreds of believers. He baptized the new Evangelist with great joy. Later, a clumsy native doctor robbed Chang of the partial eyesight he had, but Chang continued his travels to different villages. Though some spat on him, rejected him, he still won hundreds more to Christ. When the Boxer rebellion arose, Christians led Chang to a cave in the mountain for safety. The Boxers round up 50 Christians for execution in a nearby town, but promised to spare them all if Chang came forward. When news reached Chang, he said, "I'll be gladly die for them." Chang was beheaded 3 days later, and the remaining local Christian was spared. The Great Exchange is the message of the great gospel. Jesus offers the opportunity to exchange our old life for a new start. Look how he changed Chang, from one living for self to a person sold out completely for Christ. No matter how much ruin we have caused in our former life, we can be restored to a relationship with God. This is why our personal testimony is such a powerful witness. A changed life presents strong evidence for a fact of salvation. We don't talk like we used to talk. We don't walk like we used to walk. Who need to hear about the difference Christ has made in your life? Now, let me end by reading from Galatians chapter 2, verse 20. This is Paul's testimony. He said, "My old self has been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. So I live in this earthly body by trusting in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me."
'Cause this is my legacy.